What's up, y'all? It's your girl, the real Lyric Ine. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here, thank you for holding on this long through all the craziness and the flip-flops and whatever. Yeah, so today is going to be a video about the day in the life of a college student, or whatever the case is. So yeah, the day in the life of a college student. You heard me? So no, I don't go to school on campus. That's one thing. I would love to go to school on campus, but I just feel like it would be a big distraction. But I think that if I was going to school on campus, it probably would help me a lot more with my YouTube channel, because it would be more people to network with and more people to do stuff with, like, you know, like just have fun and do a whole bunch of stuff, kick it, this, that, and the third. I don't know, I feel like it would probably be different. But I decided to do schooling online because I was trying to go ahead and get a jump start on my career in healthcare. And by me having my son at a very young age, it was just like time. I just felt like time was not waiting on me, and I just felt like it was so much pressure, and I had so many standards being put on me, and just so much that I had to uphold, or whatever the case is, not just for other people but even for myself and being a mother. So like, I just decided to go to school online, and then I don't know, it was hard for me to get accepted to campuses. I went to Chattanooga Tech, or is it Chattahoochee? No, it's Chattahoochee Tech. I went to Chattahoochee Tech to apply, and they denied me, y'all. I ain't do too good on that entrance exam. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm terrible when it comes to tests, especially if it's not my cup of tea. Like, I will completely black out. I'm sure test who, not me. But I don't know, like, I just felt like stuff was just not going as planned, this, that, and the third. So I kind of like lost a little hope, and then I had a lot of stuff going on around that time, so it was just like time could not wait. Like, I had to make some moves because the situation that I had going on. I had to make some moves. So I had got me a job, or whatever the case was, and then I was looking for colleges or whatever. You know how you get those little like phone calls or those little ads, they be like, are you looking to go to college, this, that, and the third. And I used to think it was a scam, and I'd be like, I didn't want to go to no college that's not a real college, and people think I went to a fake college because this, that, and the third, whatever. So got more information, and that's where it started. And ever since then, I've never went to school on campus. I went to Mercer to start my nursing program. But like, I didn't finish. I got a chance to see what the campus was looking like, but nobody was on campus because of COVID, which was about around 2020 when I went, and stuff. But I think I do way better online. I feel like it's simple, it's easy, it's like you're responsible, if that make any type of sense, and you got to be self-disciplined. So if you're that type of person, you like to get stuff done, you like to go ahead and get a jump start on what you're doing, you trying to go ahead and make moves, like you're not trying to sit here and waste no time, you trying to go ahead and get started, going to school online would probably be the best thing for you, especially if you don't need to have somebody lecturing you in your face all day, because you know you're gonna get the work done, this, that, and the third, whatever the case is. Then maybe you should try it. I know for me, I can't sit in no class all day long listening to no teacher lecture all day long. Like, I'm gonna black out, and I'm not gonna care what you're talking about. Like, I'm not even gonna want to do the schoolwork, and being on campus is gonna be a distraction, because I know they got events, they got parties, they got all of this, fraternities, even though that's lit and stuff, and people can say, well, you missed out, da da da. Nah, like, yeah, I definitely feel like I missed out, but I don't think I really missed out that much, if that makes sense. But I am currently in school for my master's degree. That's what I'm in school for, or whatever the case is. I'm getting my master's in management, specializing in healthcare administration degree, or whatever the case is. I already have a bachelor's of science in healthcare management, as well as an associate's of science in medical administrative assistant. So I just thought that I would continue my career, because I just feel like I need the money. Like, that's one thing, especially, y'all know everything that's going on with this inflation. Gas is $4, y'all. Do you hear me? Like, they talk about your girl is po. Your girl ain't making enough money. Do you hear me? She not making enough money. As much as I think I'm making money, I'm still not making enough money. And I'm just like, where's this money gonna come from? Where this money gonna come from? So look, I gotta start a couple of business, you know, a couple side hustles, you know. You gotta get it how you live. That's just what it is. So that's basically what my everyday life is like. I mean, I could show you guys. It's probably not gonna be right now, but it's like a little portal that you go to, or whatever the case is. Of course, you have your instructors. You got people that you can talk to. They got like a study team if you need help with studying or like any assignments. They got places where you can go that'll help you proofread like your work, make sure that you're doing everything correctly. Like, they provide enough, more than enough, to make you feel almost as if that you was on campus. So I don't really necessarily see how a person could not do so well doing school online. And then when you think about it, majority of the people who go to school on campus, majority of their work is being done on a computer. So it's just like, it's really not that much of a difference to a certain degree. And yeah, and then they still have to go through the same stuff. Like, even though they go to school on campus, they in college, whatever the case is, like, now they gotta fund their own, they gotta come up with funds for their own food. They gotta have their own income still. They gotta find ways to be able to go here and go there if they want to do all of this stuff. So it's really no different. We're still living the same life, just kind of two different lanes, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not on campus, they might be on campus. For me, I'm going through the same stuff. I go to school online, but I still have to handle responsibilities, still got to make that check and put food in my mouth and make sure my kid good. You feel me? So that's just what it is. And that's my everyday life. Do I want to do schoolwork every day? I don't think nobody want to do schoolwork every day, but is it gonna help me in the long run? Yeah, it's gonna help me in the long run. And then when you think about it, everything that I'm going to school for is basically everything that I'm doing right now, when you think about it, because my whole goal growing up was to be an entrepreneur. I didn't necessarily know that's what I wanted to be, but I just knew it had something to do with it. And so somebody told me, like, hey, you should be an entrepreneur, or whatever the case is, this, that, and third, because you like to do this, you like to do that. And I know I'm a leader, so I see myself in higher positions doing way better things than what I'm doing right now. Even not to say that I'm not doing good things right now, but just, I guess, creating generational wealth. That's what I always saw for myself, which means it's like, in order to do that, not to say you can't do that from a regular career, but you know. So everything that I'm doing, down to my store, down to the insurance company that I'm looking to start, down to me being an artist, even on top of just everything that I'm doing, I'm creating passive income, which is an entrepreneur. Like, they create passive income. So and then I guess for me, I feel like it helps to go to school for that stuff. I mean, you don't have to, you know, be a successful business person, but like, it just kind of helps just a little bit, if that makes sense. It just shows, all right, you knowledgeable, like, you know your stuff, you know what I'm saying? So can't nobody play you, can't nobody, you know, try to switch the books on you, like, you know, you don't know nothing when it comes down to the businesses that you're doing. Because I've seen a lot of people on YouTube who said that they started doing YouTube in college, and what they was going to college for was like probably business administration, or just to see how to become a business owner in general, just to find out they did that already while they was doing what they was doing and didn't have to complete school. Some of them still probably complete school, and some of them just go ahead and keep doing YouTube or whatever it is that they doing. So for me, I'm just going to continue to go to school. I'm not hating on nobody, not knocking nobody, or whatever the case is. Let's get that straight here, because you know, people like to try to make it seem like, and it ain't. So for me, I'm gonna keep going to school, or whatever the case is, because I don't know how long this is going to work out for me. I don't know where my life is going necessarily. The only thing I can guarantee is what I'm already guaranteeing myself in just constantly looking forward to the future, honestly. So it's just like, at least I know I have something in place just in case. And I know you shouldn't second guess your goals or whatever the case is, like, you know, because if you feel like it ain't gonna work and you gotta second guess it, then it shouldn't be no reason for you to be trying to reach your goals. That's what the average person would say. So it's just like, I ain't second guessing my stuff, but you know, at least I know for a fact if it don't happen, I try, and I still got something that I can do, or whatever the case is, if that make any type of sense. It's more than one ways to make money. It's more than one ways to help people. It's more than one ways to give out to the community and be an inspiration and provide some type of hope and motivation than, you know, just what we're doing. So always remember that. And I guess I'll let y'all take a look into my life when it comes down to that. Show y'all like what I do, whatever the case is, what type of assignments I have to do, and what they be having me do. And if you got questions and you need advice about whatever, about how to go about this and how to go about that, just hit me up. Simple as that. Alright, peace.